Okay, my butter actually took about a minute, but just do it in 15-second increments. You're going to pour that in there. And I am going to switch to a wooden spoon because I think it'll be easier and it won't get stuck. So we're gonna mix it in like this. Make sure that we get all of the dry pieces of flour in. Now remember, with the biscuit method, you don't want to make it creamy. You still want it to be a little bit clumpy. Otherwise, you're going to overmix it and your biscuits are going to be tough and dense, which we don't want. Okay, so we've got everything mixed in now. Now we are going to add the cheese and fold it in. It says with a rubber scraper. I'm gonna continue to use my wooden spoon. Okay, so I just dump all the cheese in and mix it in nicely till it's all mixed in. Okay. Once we have done that, we are going to get our pan ready, which you could do before too. And I am going to use one of these air bake pans, but you can use whatever you have. Make sure to spray it. I have avocado oil spray, but you can use whatever you have. If you don't have spray, you can use the stick of butter and rub it all the way down. Okay, spray it over the sink or over the trash so you don't get a slippery floor. Okay. Once it is completely sprayed, I'm gonna put it here. You don't wanna overspray it. That avocado oil comes out a little weird. Then you are going to take a 1/4 cup measuring cup, and you are going to drop the batter with the 1/4 cup. So take a 1/4 cup, try and get them the right size, okay? And you're just gonna drop them like that. Now I haven't made these in a while, so I'm not exactly sure how many they make. Just make sure to space them out. Okay. It should say up at the top how many they make. Once you have done this and you get them all put onto the sheet, you're going to bake them for about 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, so this made about 5 decently sized biscuits. Now I'm going to put them in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes. While it's in the oven, I am going to melt my extra 2 tablespoons of butter and add the parsley and garlic. Okay, make sure that you put it on a middle rack. Try not to put it on the top if you can help it. I'm gonna set a timer for, let's see, it's at 10 to 12 minutes. So I'm gonna set it for 11 minutes. Make sure to set a timer or you will forget. Okay, so while those biscuits were baking, I made sure to clean up all of the dishes that I had, clean up my counter space so that at the end, I don't have a whole lot left to do. So right now I am going to do the butter for the topping. So again, make sure to cover it and do it in 15-second increments. I like to do the butter about 2 minutes before it's about the biscuits are about to come out. So the butter is done. It is melted, and now I'm going to add the parsley and the garlic powder. Okay, and I'll just mix it. I have a little tiny cute little brush. If you don't have this, again, you can use a spoon. And I just mix it all up nice. Okay, so there's about 45 seconds until these should be ready. I can add another minute if they're not golden brown. Remember that you need to use a hot pad or an oven mitt. Don't take anything out with a towel. Towels can start on fire. So I have an oven mitt here ready to go. And as soon as my timer goes off, I'm gonna check them, see if I need to put them in for another minute. Then as soon as they come out, I am going to brush them with some of this garlic butter, and they're going to be ready to eat. Okay, I ended up doing mine for 2 more minutes, so it actually went over the time it told you. I cooked them total for 13 minutes. The reason you want to melt this butter just a little bit prior to doing this is you still want it runny. You don't want it to start to stiffen up. So now what we're going to do is take the butter and brush it on nicely. Okay, and we can always come back if we have extra. Again, if you're using a spoon, you want to kind of just drizzle. And we'll get it all over all of the biscuits. Come back to the ones that didn't get enough. This stuff is great, so you want to make sure to use it all. Okay, we'll go back to this first one. Give it some love. Okay, once you have done this, these are ready to eat. You can eat them with spaghetti. They're good with about every meal. So then you are done. Make sure that you clean up, make sure that you turn the oven off, and make sure that you enjoy.